What's up, people? I'm hoping you all don't have a case of the Mondays. Hmm. Yeah. So, I, as you can tell from the title of the stream, I hope, take a boat in to the doctor. And I'm going to be completely transparent. There's a couple things, a couple things that got to get done just what was going on just then, other than the phone popped off the mount. So, as I was saying, the shop that I go through, I cannot do. They stand behind their work 100%. And if there's ever any kind of question, they want to look at it and see if we can if there's any kind of question about maybe an issue that's still lingering, they want to get it resolved. So, the there have been some moments, if you've watched my other streams, where you know that the boat's not quite getting up on plane like it should. So that's going to be looked at. It's got a couple things he thinks it might be. I've got some new registration stickers and some new registration number and letter decals. And there's a whole lot of ghosted decals up on either side of the bow, just from prior owners. Yeah, the gel coat's been neglected for some time. Needs to be uh, wet sanded, cut and polished, whatever. So I'm gonna get that done and get the new decals put on after everything. That way you can get it completely shined up and whatnot, and then the decals can go on over the shined surface. So that'll be That'll be good. And lastly, he doesn't know this yet. I'm going to show him when I get there. So, about 3-4 weeks ago, I was going to a boat ramp, and I got the boat ready to run. Turn the battery on, got the motor up, and the motor was trimmed up, battery on, got the key in the ignition, so all I would have to do is get in and start it. Got the plug in. Don't forget the plug. I haven't done that one yet. Unhooked the safety chain and got a little bit of. I got the safety chain. I got a little bit down the ramp, and I don't know if it was a bump or what in the heck happened, but heck, I could have done it. I was looking in the rear view mirror and saw the bow start to come up, and then I saw it go up a good ways, and it slid off the back of the trailer onto the concrete boat ramp. This particular ramp's a little steeper than the ones I'm used to dealing with. Luckily, it wasn't terribly far from the water. Unfortunately, once it's in that predicament, there was nothing I could do to stop it. So I got stopped. All right, put the park brake on and all that. Had my daughter move over into the driver's seat, put it in reverse, and then I manually cranked the winch until there was a good bit of tension on it. Then I had her slowly easing back in reverse to ease the trailer backwards and get some slack in the winch while I pulled it with the winch. Got it back up on the trailer. Alright. Truck's in park, winches up, boats on the trailer. Okay, good. Then I got down below, under it, or behind it, really. I looked, and where I looked, I didn't really see any cracks. So I thought, alright, thing's tough. Send it. So we got the boat in the water, ran it all day, good to go. I ran it yesterday. Now I was at not yesterday, day before yesterday. I was at a little PFA, and a little public fishing area, for those of you who don't know what a PFA is. And I was in this PFA, and the only thing is, if you have an outboard at that PFA, it's got to be at an idle maximum. So you can only use your outboard if you're idling, and you can, obviously there's no restriction on trolling motors. They don't want a bunch of people tearing around on the lake. I get that. But, be that as it may, I put the boat in, tried a different technique because at this particular ramp, the dock is right next to the ramp. So, I didn't even have to start the boat until I had already parked the truck. So, I got in. I was on that water probably every bit of 3.5 to maybe 4 hours. There was so little water in that boat that I couldn't get anything from the bilge pump. And when I pulled the plug, it was barely dribbling anything out. It barely made it to the drain hole. So didn't take on hardly any water. That's a good thing. Sweet. I got it pulled up. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do my best to get this the little bow eye, get it below the roller, because that's where I've heard it's supposed to be. It makes the most sense. It seems like it would make the boat the most secure, which it's below there now. Spoiler. And I don't feel any bouncing or anything. The boat is pretty secure on the trailer, even though it's about that far from touching the roller, the actual bow that is. But the winch is tied